Hello, everybody. My name is Harold Games, and welcome to episode 9 of NCAA Basketball Imperialism Part 9. If you guys don't remember what happened in Part 8, make sure you check it out in the playlist. We had a lot of games, and our upset of the video was Charleston Southern down here beating South Carolina. But I just want to give a shout out to the man, the one and only NattyKash, for giving me inspiration to do this video. He has his playlist through. He's only doing about 20 minutes each, which you go at your own pace when you can. I'm on spring break, so I'm able to record more. I'm doing about hour videos, and I'm on part 9, and I'm doing an hour video. So, and you see how much land is left. He's doing a lot more schools too. So make sure you check out his stuff because his stuff is going to be amazing when it ends. He does a lot of work. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm making sure I'm recording. I am. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy this video. If you guys don't understand how imperialism works and you land on this video, basically, I will spin my wheel, which I have right here, and let's say it lands in North Dakota State, and so they are going to be the attacking team, the home team. It doesn't make that much sense to be the home team, but that's how I'm going to do things. And I'll spin the arrow. Let's say it spins south, and then south they'll play against South Dakota State. And North Dakota State, if they win, they will not only keep their land, they will expand on the South Dakota State territory, and vice versa. If the Jackrabbits defend their land, they will expand it onto North Dakota State. The home team will get the home court advantage in our simulator today, which is basically, and this was the upset victory for Charleston Southern. I will find the home team, find the away team, click home court advantage, submit, and whoever wins will get that land. This simulator does a lot more sports than just NCAA basketball, NCAA football, NBA, NFL, and MLB. So when I get done with this, I will do a lot of imperialism when I can find the correct maps, because this took me a while to find the correct map for the entire United States. So yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying this series so far. Starting to get some audience to watch these videos, which I'm excited for, and this is just the beginning. I'll continue these these imperialism videos. I'll do individual states like Texas. I'll do individual regions like the Pacific Northwest, the Midwest, the Big Ten region. Who knows? But yeah, let's get into this video right now. Also, NattyKash's channel will be in every single one of these videos because I got this idea from him. And looks like we're having the Boise State Broncos, who already control a ton of land, to be their first attacking team of the video. So this could be a huge chance for an upset or for Boise State to expand their empire. And they will be attacking Southwest from the logo. That is going to have to be this team, which I apologize for not knowing all the teams in the league, in the entirety. Here they are. They are not that UC Davis. So UC Davis going up against Boise State. This is going to be an interesting game. Not Bob Jones University. Boise State going again up against UC Davis. Here we go. Home court advantage for Boise State. Who will pick up the win? It is Boise State, only by 4, but Boise State, and it was actually a 1-point game, I'm assuming. A 1-point game right here, but Boise State was able to walk away with a 4-point victory. They won all 8 simulations that was done. So excited, and let's expand Boise State's territory. And from the center logo, it probably would have actually hit Oregon, but we will expand Boise State's land even more. Again, it's my discretion for the video. That did not make any sense, but it is what it is. Boise State, they will move on, as UC Davis will fall, and they will lose a decent chunk of land. Boise State will continue to expand their empire. This is a Boise State team that's you don't want to mess with now. But this is also a Boise State team where if you're Boise State, you got to defend your land at all costs because things are going to get hairy because they are now a huge team, probably the biggest team land-wise that they've taken over, which means that they are extremely vulnerable to attack. So they will have to defend their land well when they play again. This is a weird bit of land because now look at this. You have this expansion down here. You still have, I believe this is Fresno State's next or here that can attack Boise State, but they cannot attack. But Boise State cannot attack Fresno State. I believe this is Fresno State's land. It is Fresno State's land. But UC Davis has been eliminated from the tournament. Apologies to them. Congratulations to the Broncos for expanding their land. Again, it probably would have been on Oregon, but I'm still keeping this one in favor of UC Davis' land. Here we go. This is the tedious part about this is drawing in the land. This is what takes the most amount of time because if I could just fill it in, then I would. I don't want to mess anything up though. Because if you remember, I'm getting rid of a lot of the borders to show their expansion. NattyKash, he is doing a great job by keeping the borders. I'm not. That's another reason why you got to check him out because he does a lot more work. He has a lot more teams. Make sure you give him your love in his comments because he is amazing. Here we go. There we go. Look at this land region for Boise State. Very awkward, but it is what it is. As UC Davis, they will be eliminated from the wheel if they're on the wheel. If not, then we just won't worry about it. They're not on here. So we will just continue. And we have Purdue Fort Wayne. I thought we were going to get the Boilermakers, but the Mastodons, they will be playing today, and we know exactly where that's at. They have expanded once. Only once, but it is an expansion. So, this is part of their land. This is not part of their land. This is part of Toledo's land. So, let me actually border this up. So, that way. There we go. That is Toledo's land, not Purdue Fort Wayne's land. There we go. Let me border this up right here. It's kind of hard to tell, but there is a color difference. You have to zoom out a little bit to understand. But where will the Mastodons be attacking today? They will be attacking the Southwest, which from their logo, that is going to be considered Miami of Ohio. If they're more west-southwest, that would be Purdue, but that is more south. That is literally southwest, which that is definitely going to hit Miami, Ohio. So Purdue Fort Wayne against Miami, Ohio. Chance for one of the two teams to get a decent chunk of land. We got Purdue Fort Wayne, Miami, Ohio. There we go. Miami, Ohio. Submit. Will the Mastodons increase their land? They will. Again, sorry for their logo not showing up, but they do win by 21 over Miami of Ohio. Purdue Fort Wayne led the entire way, so apologies to Miami, Ohio. Hold on, let me make sure Miami, Ohio lost. Okay, sorry. I always like double checking. Purdue Fort Wayne now extends their land into Purdue territory and the Hoosiers territory. Congrats to Purdue Fort Wayne. Not an easy team. It seems like they will expand their region up north. Or sorry, up south, not north. We'll expand their color a little bit. That way it's easier for us to fill in and quicker. Won't be the cleanest of borders, but probably won't matter. See Butler there now. Butler is, or that might be Drake, not Butler. I think it's Drake. No, that's not Drake. What am I talking about? That's Butler. I'm an idiot. But Purdue Fort Wayne, they move on. They continue their expansion. We're going to draw a little bit of a border here. That way we don't confuse ourselves with Dayton's team. There we go. This is an awkward border. Or this is awkward for Dayton because they control 3 separate counties. And awkward size. But Miami of Ohio is gone from the tournament. Does not look like they're even on the wheel, which happens. It's a good thing that they are gone. So, next team to attack is going to be the St. Mary's Gales. Now, I need to double check to make sure I know what I'm looking at. I believe that's it. Is it St. Mary? Yeah. So yeah. There's the Gales. That's going back out west to California. Here they are. They are surrounded by teams besides San Francisco that have already expanded. So you will see where St. Mary's can go. They can go any direction because of San Francisco's location. They're going north-northeast. Which from the center of the logo, that is going to be Boise State. It has to be because, I mean, you're going like that. I mean, it's very close to Fresno State, but Boise State's land is barely nicking it. So Boise State will get a chance to barely, we will measure this. The center of the logo. Yeah, it's still Boise State. So Boise State will get a chance to slightly expand their land. Or St. Mary's is going to pull off the upset of the video and all of a sudden control. And if they do, we will take their logo and we will put it in the center. But if Boise State wins, we won't change the logo for Boise State. But St. Mary's, they will get home court advantage. So we will see if St. Mary's can end up pulling off the upset. St. Mary's against Boise State. Will the Gales pull off the upset, or will the Broncos continue their reign of domination and imperialism? And it is the St. Mary's Gales. Unbelievable. We have upset of the video, a 2-point victory for the Gales over Boise State. Both teams couldn't score in the last few seconds, it seemed like. Boise State got a nice lead by 9. It's about a 9-point lead, and potentially 10 at one point, but 282 simulations. St. Mary's won most of them. So this is going to take a while, but what a win for the Gales. I hope Boise State fans are not going to hurt themselves after this loss, because this is brutal for them. This is going to take forever to fill in. So leave a like if you want to. You don't have to, but man, what an upset for the Gales. Boise State, their run comes and went just like that. St. Mary's is a good team. I'm only calling this an upset because of the landmass, but still, St. Mary's is a legit team. They are in the tournament again. I believe they're the 5 seed this year in the tournament. They're a legit team not to be messed with. So, congratulations to them. They move on. Boise State. They probably won't want to talk about this for a while, because man, what a victory! What a victory for the Gales. I'm infringing on Washington State's land there accidentally. This is taking a while to fill in because of how much land Boise State had. But unbelievable. Again, if I don't say anything, I'm just kind of concentrating on filling stuff in. If I'm not talking, that's why. But man, this is upset of the video because of the landmass size. Poor Weber State. They're surrounded by powerhouses. They have not played yet. I believe this is northern Arizona's land. That's down here. That's how big Boise State is. So we will have to draw a border. We will fill it in like this, but we will have to draw a border. Probably like along here. That kind of divides the land. That way we don't have any issues. There we go. Almost done finishing this outline. Almost there. We only have a couple more turns. Congrats to Boise to St. Mary's for the upset. Again, not really an upset in terms of basketball wise, but an upset for landmass. But again, you get so big, you're going to be a target. You're going to be vulnerable to being attacked by any team. St. Mary's, you're done. Or sorry, Boise State, you're done. Not St. Mary's. St. Mary's could be done. You never know. They have a lot of tough teams around them. Have a lot of land. But so far, the California region was starting to play out in terms of powerhouses now. So all of this now has to be filled in. So we will just massive fill in. We'll get rid of the logo first. This is going to be tough to keep the border accurate, but St. Mary's with a huge victory over Boise State, and all of a sudden you go from a little sliver in California to expanding over multiple states with just one victory. Oh, man, what a victory for the Gales. I want to be careful not to cover up this border. I'm kind of outlining the border with another border that's bigger though. That way you can color in properly. There we go. And there we go. So now I can, as I accidentally come over into Fresno State's land and Oregon's land, now I can kind of go a little bit quicker with the fill-in. Since, yeah, and what we will do is we will take St. Mary's logo and kind of plop it in the middle. There we go. So this is going to get awkward with the stuff around this, but move it. Oh, we cut off the bottom of the logo. That's okay. We will kind of plop it in the middle right here. And then we will, that's a little too far. There we go. And then what we will do is we will expand it. To signify a major powerhouse for the Gales. We will kind of cover up this area. It's going to look weird when it's there. There we go. So St. Mary's, they move on. We will cover up this part. The S. That way there's no like white borders around them. That was an idiotic drawing. There we go. There we go. So St. Mary's, they move on. Look at that land mass for St. Mary's. Unbelievable. And you have a lot of teams with a lot of land mass. St. Mary's moves on. The Broncos, fortunately, are no more. So next team is going to be North Dakota Fighting Hawks. So we are staying in the western region-ish. And here's North Dakota. They can only play against Minnesota, North Dakota State, or Montana. Because Wyoming's... They can only play against these three teams. So they cannot go north. But who will they be attacking northwest? Which from the logo, that's going to be Montana State. So we are going to have another chance, another big upset potential here. So North Dakota against Montana State. Who will be able to come out alive on this one? Oops, not North Central. North Dakota against Montana State. Montana State, here we go. And it is North Dakota single-handedly their first chance to get, and bang. Huge victory for North Dakota. And just like that, Montana, they only expanded once. They beat Montana. Montana State beat Montana University. They only expanded once, but they will expand. And they will, I believe this is the entire state of Montana that they will be taking over. So congratulations to North Dakota. Not only control North Dakota, but they also control Montana. All it took was one victory, and bang. Again, this is going to take a while to fill in, so we have a lot of landmass changing. That's what's going to happen as we get later in these videos. It's going to be a lot longer to fill in land, because there's going to be so much land to fill in. for every team. That's why I do like the New England or the Northeast region matchups, because you'll get quick fills. Right, now we don't have to really worry about any color issues. We have North Dakota's green being able to expand, and really now North Dakota, they become a target, but they could be targeted by St. Mary's. St. Mary's, they could imagine St. Mary's getting their second big land upset of the video. But look at how big this land is for North Dakota. This is a ton of land, our second straight massive land upset. So North Dakota will pick up the easy victory. It was an easy victory. It was a dominating victory. But now you have a lot of teams that could be taking them on, including Utah State, Wyoming. It's not going to be easy. Did we outline the entire thing? We did. Alrighty. So now let's expand this by a lot and just fill it in. And kind of like same areas, we'll just fill in with a bigger border. And to make it easier. And once we fill in with a bigger border, it'll be easier for us to draw. When I mean easier, it'd be, oh jeez, I just went on the Western or Wyoming's land. I don't think Wyoming's gonna get far, but oh jeez, I went on the Gonzaga's land. Gonzaga can go far. I'm waiting for one of the big programs to get upset though. That's what I'm waiting for, because I know it's going to happen. That's something on my screen, not a thing. I know it's going to happen, but I'm excited. I just went on the Wyoming's land again. Wyoming's not going to get far, though. They won't. If they do beat North Dakota, then they could just have that land back. Oh, man. What an upset for North Dakota. We're going to keep their logo there because of their land expansion, they could still play against a lot of tough teams, but yeah. So Montana State, I don't think they are on the wheel, but we will check. No, they are not on the wheel. I didn't think they were, but we will expand. And Marist Red Foxes. I know where this is because I think their logo says Marist anyways. Yeah, right here. The Marist Red Foxes we're going back up to the New England region. Who will they play? They will be going up against the Southeastern team. That is going to be Iona. So Iona will get a chance to expand again. Remember, they only have like this chunk of land right here. They'll be going up against the Marist Red Foxes against Iona. Nick Pitino. Marist, here we go. Going up against Iona. Home court advantage. That was a quick simulation, and Iona takes a comfortable 19-point victory. So congratulations to Iona. Sorry to Marist. Wasn't really close late in the second half. Here we go. Iona will expand. They're starting to become a little bit of a powerhouse in this region. It's going to take some time for them to expand, but they will expand eventually if they keep winning. Congratulations to Iona. Sorry to Marist, but you are done after 1. And Iona, I believe this is their 3rd expansion already. It's been a lot of small land masses they've covered. They've expanded, but they are expanding. And to go up 3 land masses already. Even though there's a small landmass, that's pretty good. You got to start from somewhere. A lot of these New England schools, you have to start from here. The Marist Red Foxes will be done after 1. Congratulations to Iona. They will expand. Get rid of the Marist Red Foxes. We will continue our wheel spin. The next team is Charleston Fighting Buccaneers, which that is another game for the Charleston Southern team, who already expanded. They got their upset of the last video. Who will they be playing against? Who will they be attacking? Northeast, which if you go from the lower northeast, that is going to be Coastal Carolina, based off of the center of their logo. It's kind of like that. So Coastal Carolina against Charleston Southern. Charleston Southern will get the home court advantage, though. Charleston Southern against Coastal Carolina, Battle of the Seas. We now have a Coastal Carolina in here? Oh, we do. Right in front of me. Coastal Carolina against Charleston Southern. And Charleston Southern, they will continue their reign and beat Coastal Carolina by 5. It was a close game all throughout, but then a little bit of a run for Charleston Southern. 10-point victory or win. It turned into a 5-point game. And Charleston Southern will continue their landmass expansion in the Carolinas. So congratulations to them. Apologies to Coastal Carolina, but you are... Actually, they get up here too. Both Carolina land masses. That will put a target on their backs now. They'll have to be careful. Don't want to lose all this hard-earned land that they got, because this is two big wins for them. They are starting to become a well-known team. And there we go. So Coastal Carolina is eliminated. Charleston Southern has a decent chunk of South Carolina. So Charleston Fighting is good, and Coastal Carolina, unfortunately, they aren't on here, but they are gone. So next team is Texas A&M Commerce Lions. I don't know if they are on the map. It does not look like it. I will look up their logo though, just in case they aren't exactly where they would be. Texas A&M Commerce. Yeah, I don't think they are still alive. Be kind of North Texas, which is controlled by TCU. So Texas Commerce is gone. Next team is going to be the Michigan Wolverine. No, the Merrimack Warriors. So the Merrimack Warriors, I will have to look up where this team is. I've heard of them before. I just don't know exactly where they are at. Oops. I thought that was Australia. This has to be the northeastern region again. So they're next to UMass Lowell. Is that Boston? So they're north of Boston, the Boston area. You will see. Are they on here? Merrimack. What's that? MC? Oh, okay. So yeah, this is Merrimack. Okay, so they can only play against New Hampshire, Providence, or UMass Lowell. So we will see which area they will go. They will go southwest, which that is from the logo. That's going to be UMass Lowell. So UMass Lowell against Merrimack. Merrimack will have the home court advantage. Merrimack against UMass Lowell. Here we go. Home court advantage for Merrimack. Who will pick up the win? And it will be UMass Lowell. They will expand again. Merrimack will be gone. They had a couple areas where they led briefly, but unfortunately for them that they are not able to attack successfully. UMass Lowell defends their land successfully. It's a small area that they will take over, but it is land nonetheless, and it is an easy victory for UMass Lowell. Very small region of land, but it is land, and it is another team off the list. So getting closer and closer to getting powerhouses in each and every single one of the regions. UMass Lowell picks up the victory. We will get rid of Merrimack because they are done. Next team to fight, to attack, is going to be the Utah Utes. Are they still in it? They are. Have they played before? No, they haven't. So the Utes, or maybe they have. Maybe they have. I don't see any counties. Maybe not. But the Utes will get a chance to expand. We'll see if they play against Weber State. And they will not. They'll go southeast, which will be Colorado State. Awkward landmass, but the Utes going up against Colorado State. And if Colorado State does pick up the victory, I will move their logo more in the center because it's a very awkward landmass for them. So, yeah. Utah Utes. Utah going up against Colorado State. Here we go. Home court advantage for the Utes. This is football, and I would already be filling in Utah's land, but they win anyway. So Utah will gather Colorado State's land that they fought for. Utah never was trailing, so Utah will expand their land east. So congratulations to Utah for their expansion of the land. I don't know why I'm recoloring over, but sorry to Colorado State for losing a decent chunk of land in Colorado and Utah. But it was bound to happen. Basketball program's not the best, so currently, because I don't know what they've done in the past. So I don't want to trigger anything, so I'm going to say currently they're not the best basketball program. So it's an awkward landmass for Utah, but they will expand on their first attempt. I'm assuming that's not supposed to be part of Utah's land, but we will consider it. And we're going to have another red border situation. It's a little bit different of a color, but I will probably draw something because it'll be hard to tell. Like right now, it's not as hard to tell because I'm zoomed in, but when you zoom out, it'll probably be hard to tell. Here we go. I think this is Utah's land right here. Yep. So there we go. You can see, you can tell the difference. So we will expand the thickness of the border, so it's easier for me to fill in, color in. And we will get rid of Colorado State's logo. Again, apologies to Colorado State, but your run is done. Ah, dang it. You can tell the difference between the colors. I think it's okay. And we're almost done. There we go. So Utah, they will advance. Colorado State is done. She's done. I think the Buffaloes are not supposed to be on here. Right? Yeah, Buffaloes are not supposed to be on there. Alrighty. Continue the simulation. We have the Aggies going up to try and defend some land unless they've already been eliminated, which they have not. So they have this region. So let me put a border in between Texas State. There we go. That way I don't get confused. Texas A&M, they have a lot of places they can go for a better expansion, which includes Houston, or not, which does include Houston, Texas, and this little sliver. But overall, they're going to be going for a lot of land. They're going northeast, which is Houston. So this is a big battle of Texas. Houston against Texas A&M. Texas A&M will get they will get it. Sorry, I'm also watching a March Madness game while I'm at it. So Texas A&M against Houston. Here we go, Houston. And Houston does defend their land well. They will take the victory. It was a close game, but they ran away with it. So unfortunately for Texas A&M, they are a one and done team, and Houston will expand and they will unfortunately fully surround this team. So, yeah. So I apologize for them, but unfortunately, Houston, they are beginning their expansion quite well in the Texas region, and now we can get rid of this little black border because we don't have to worry about having any mix up with the colors. Here we go. Whoever this team is right here, I feel so bad for them because not only am I constantly cutting off their logo, but they are fully surrounded by Houston. So no matter what, and with Houston's logo, man, imagine they pull off the upset though. Imagine that they would go from being this little small area to having half of Texas pretty much. Congratulations to Houston. Sorry to Texas A&M, but their run is one and done, and Houston is starting to begin their empire control up in or down in Texas. So, congratulations to the Cougars. And unfortunately for this team, they are, and unfortunate for Texas A&M, they are gone. So we will continue to spin. And North Dakota is going to get us another opportunity to expand their land. We know where they play. They already have a massive expansion up in the northern parts of the states, and they have a chance to expand even more. I mean, they have a huge landmass where they could expand. Huge landmass. Here we go. They will be going southwest, which based off of the logo. Oh my gosh. We will have a St. Mary's versus North Dakota battle for the biggest landmass in the entire United States. If St. Mary's or either team that wins is going to not only control majority of the mountain regions, but they will control North Dakota as well. And let me make sure. It's more, so it's kind of like this. Yeah, that's St. Mary's. So St. Mary's against North Dakota. North Dakota will get home court advantage. But will that be enough to be able to dethrone one of the toughest teams and the biggest landmass for the biggest landmass? Here we go. It is St. Mary's. They will expand. They actually took over at the last few seconds, and they win by 3. They only did one simulation run, which is unfortunate for North Dakota, but North Dakota actually got out to a huge 15, 14, 16-point lead, and then you just blew. They just kept blowing this long scoring drought. Let St. Mary's come in, and the team the better team won. And just like that, we have a massive landmass update. St. Mary's has done its job for this episode. Their second time today where they have taken control of huge landmass, and this is gonna give them the biggest land in the nation. And it's not arguably. It is the biggest land in the nation. No chance it isn't. Unbelievable. They are controlling multiple states in the mountain region and controlling half of North Dakota or all of North Dakota. While North Dakota is done from the tournament just like that. Unbelievable. And if you're North Dakota, can't hang your heads. It would have been a tough matchup, but just unfortunately unable to keep that lead. And if they would have been in St. Mary's, that would have been a huge turn of events. And they would have also gotten a logo change. And I think that if I gave them a logo change last time, they wouldn't have had to play St. Mary's. But unfortunately, I didn't give them a logo change. But still, what a win for St. Mary's, as they will definitely be the upsets. They will definitely have the upset of the video be for landmass. But Charleston Southern also, they are making a move down in the Carolinas. But this is going to look humongous when we zoom out in favor of St. Mary's. I think I'll keep their logo where it's at because I can change it again. But still. Still, what? And I'm still filling this in. And there's still a long ways to go. I mean, this is, I believe, our third long fill in of the episode. Reminder, this video, or never mind. What I was about to say wouldn't have mattered based on timing. Finally getting back to the Utah State region. Is this it? Is this the end of it? It is. So here is the outline, and we are set to fill it in. We're going to go bigger for around the borders. This won't take as long, but it still will take a decent amount of time. I like the bigger borders, that way we can... And then after getting the bigger borders, here we go. St. Mary's, they will be vulnerable now to lose all this land, but this is a humongous chunk of land that they are taking, and it obviously is the biggest land in the United States that a team has owned. Has to be. For North Dakota, I apologize, but man, this is a lot of land to be losing. There we go. So now I could really go gung-ho with this. That was... Oh, shoot. Well, there goes part of Gonzaga's land. Man, this is a ton of blue. Ton of navy blue. And I think we're going to leave St. Mary's logo where it's at. But man, what a change of events in the tournament. Man. And let's take a look at this. Look at all of this land owned by St. Mary's. All of this is St. Mary's land. But the amount of vulnerability they are in right now to try and defend their land is humongous. North Dakota's gone. We'll probably do a couple more teams. We're going back out east, going to Vanderbilt. I believe they are on the map. They might not be on the map. I don't see their logo. It's a V. Let me look up exactly where they are on the map. Vanderbilt. It's a V with the star. Oh, they're actually near Nashville, Tennessee. Yep, here they are. Looks like they've already expanded, too. Or it's just bad border drawing by me. So here we go. Southwest for Vanderbilt, which that's barely southwest from the logo, from the center of the logo. This is gonna be Alabama. We're gonna do it. Alabama against Vanderbilt. Can Vanderbilt pick up their victory? Can Vanderbilt pick up this victory and get our third land upset of the series? There you go. Vanderbilt against Alabama. Bama could really expand their land. Let me make sure it is Alabama. It is. Vanderbilt against Alabama. Who will pick up the victory? It is Vanderbilt. Oh my gosh. The third straight. Or not the third straight, but the third upset of the video. And Alabama. 943 simulations, and Alabama won 680 times. Oh my gosh. And now I think about it, I think the simulations is how much people have run the simulation on the website. But still, a 10-point victory. And to end our video, because we're going to end the video on this upset, we have another humongous upset in March Madness. It is March. It is madness. And for the Commodores, not only will they get the swim, but they will get a logo update because I'm going to have to change that. Definitely. So I'm not going to have them in the corner, small logo, after upsetting Alabama, which I'm happy that Alabama did get upset because, man, and land keeps changing. Another upset in this video. Still, I think St. Mary's land is going to be one of the biggest to take, or it is the biggest to take right now. But if they lose, and man, but Alabama did lose. For Vanderbilt, they're like surrounding this red team here. That I still don't even know what this red team is, and we're like cutting it off its logo every single time we draw over it. Same thing with Georgia State. But man, unbelievable. Vanderbilt, they pull off the upset of huge powerhouses off the board. This is March. It's madness. Anything could happen. Anything could happen in March. There we go. go. Is that Indiana's land? That is Indiana's land. So Indiana also has a ton of land, but I wonder if I could just fill in this. I can. Let's go. And we will just cover up Alabama's logo right here. There we go, and we will expand Vanderbilt's, not Virginia's, Vanderbilt's logo. And let's get a little bit. Shoot, Control Z that. Let's get a little bit better of a logo. And part of the star is cut off, but still it works. My bracket is still alive as most Furman won, but West Virginia is gone in the NCAA tournament. Congratulations to Vanderbilt. They pick up another win. I think this was their first chance to expand. But look at this. Now let's get rid of Alabama. The Commodores survive. The Crimson Tide are gone. And man, what an upset for Vanderbilt. What an upset. So they are taking out, or Alabama's taking off the map, and here is the new updated map. Look at how big of a landmass St. Mary's has. Vanderbilt's expanding. Excuse me. New Mexico's has expanded. Northern Arizona University, they have only expanded once, but they are a target for St. Mary's. A lot of teams are targets. Northwestern has expanded. But still, a ton of teams in this region that have yet to not only play, but have yet to expand. So, I want to thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys stay safe. Hope you guys take care, and peace.